Hello everyone, Simon and Robin here once again.
Hello, I'm here.
Robin's about to arrive very shortly. There he is. And welcome back to Factorio. And we're still doing horrible, horrible things to this beautiful planet. Last week I built more factories on it and Robin blew bits of it up.
Yeah,
and that's,
you did ask me, in fairness.
That is true. I did ask you to do that. And that's probably setting the tone for how things are going to be from now on. We're both going to ruin this beautiful planet in our own special way.
You mentioned a tank.
I did mention. I also mentioned a tank, and so when I think maybe when we've finished researching logistics, I may research a tank, and then you can have a tank, and that'll be nice.
The aliens will love me for it.
Yes, but what I want to do is. Well, if we look at what's going on here, your factory of death is starving these iron smelters of coal.
Yeah, so, a couple more.
No, it's fine because I'm going to replace them with electric smelters.
Oh, excellent.
And then you can have all of that coal for death making.
Excellent.
Like all of the grenades basically in the world.
I might make some more extractors then, if that's okay.
Sure. Feel free. So yes, so coal like we use for weapons, and it's used in making plastics, as we know, and something else that I've forgotten at the moment, but it'll come back. Anyway, so at some point today I'm probably going to replace these here smelters with electric ones, and the ones on the other side, and possibly also the copper ones as well. And I have a bunch of administration that I want to do. Also, we want to make electric engines for our logistics robots, and we're going to be wanting to make logistics robots quite soon. So I think we're going to
get flying robots.
Yes, those are the logistics robots fly, which is
sweet,
brilliant.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get another engine plant down here, and I think that's probably what I'll do first. So I need to make another assembly machine. Grab. Oh, I've just grabbed literally everything that was there. Never mind. What do we need for electric engines? We need a regular engine, we need some electronic circuits, and we need lubricant. And we have a tank full of lubricant over here. Well, safe.
Just tease me by saying the word tank, aren't you?
Yes. And over in this lovely tank, it's like Pavlov's dogs. I'm suddenly salivating at the word tank. Right. So, and this is actually going to be, I think, when we get this, we're going to bootstrap the logistics system like this, because we've got electronic circuits, but they're miles and miles away, and rather than bring them down on a belt, I'm going to do this manually until we get our first logistics robots, and then the logistics robots can deal with it.
Yeah.
That's my plan. So.
No one else's plan?
Nope, just mine.
Yeah.
Nobody to blame but myself. So I'm just going to put this here, because it doesn't need to be near a belt anymore. And I will set it to electric engines, and it will have a pipe on it once I've done that for lube to come in. And once you've done that, you can rotate it, and that changes the side that the pipe comes in on.
Ooh, turrets to engage with the enemy.
Ooh,
I'll have to go and have a look.
Fiends. Well, somebody's a fiend. I'm not entirely sure who it is in this situation, to be honest.
That's probably us.
Yeah, if we're honest, yes, it probably is.
I have been putting down quite a lot of turrets along here.
So we've got engines
there they
here.
are, and they're all dead.
So that can pick those up. I'm going to... The logistics system is very nearly finished, actually. So as soon as it does this, I'll just put the chest down, because logistics have special chests. And I'll put that down, and then we can start building the robots. Robots. Marvellous.
Not in disguise, though?
No. It's a very poor disguise, since they're disguised as robots.
Robots disguised as robots.
Yeah, so the logistics system is done.
Excellent.
And I made a promise to you that we would research tank.
Yes.
So tank is actually currently unavailable, so what we need to research instead is military 3. Where are we on military? Currently the next thing available on military is... What? What does military 3 require? It requires rocketry.
Rocket-powered tanks.
We're going down yet another rabbit hole here, because for that we need flammables.
Yeah.
Right, so flammables is the next thing. I promised you tanks, and tanks you shall have. Okay, so I want a requester chest for which I need a smart chest, which apparently I can't make, so that seems weird. Oh, yeah, I've deadlocked myself here.
Yeah.
We'll have to come back to this in a bit, because the smart chests, I think, use something we haven't researched yet.
Alright.
The circuit network. So, bearing that in mind, I'll have to come back to this. So what I'm going to do instead is fix up this here whole area. So I'm going to need to make a lot of these electric furnaces, which require stone bricks and steel plates and advanced circuits. Stone bricks are here. Steel plates are up here somewhere. Oops, that's right here. Grab all of these steel plates and go and scoop up a load of advanced circuits from here, and we're going to need to do the same. We need to fix up the copper smelting as well. A lot of advanced circuits here though, because there's a huge belt going over to where it's making the science packs, so that's not a problem. I can now make 21 electric furnaces, which we'll probably do for now.
I'm just upping the amount of the grenade production rate.
So I'm going to basically turn this off for a little while, rather than try and keep the thing going as efficiently as possible, because I think it's just
coal is backing up now. Hey,
huge waste.
oh.
You can have all this coal now. I'm taking it all
Sweet.
away from these. Flammables is finished. Right, I'm going to take a quick detour and get the circuit network, because I need the smart chests for the logistics stuff, and then we'll get back on the tank road, as it were.
Excellent.
Right, so these are done, so I'm going to just remove those.
So many grenades.
Right, circuit network's done.
Where's the nearest pile of copper?
So,
are you going to use this pile of copper over here?
We are going to use it eventually. What are you planning on doing with it?
Turning it into armor-piercing rounds.
All right. You're going to need to smelt it, but
yeah,
you can use it. We've got an electric smelter, so if you want to do that, then that seems cool.
Okay.
I like centralising everything, as you know, but that seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do if you want to look after it, and that's entirely fine. Okay, so the iron smelters have all been replaced with electric ones, which will nicely make them faster. I think I don't actually remember how much faster they are. They're not any faster at all, but they don't require coal, so that's cool. We'll have to do some more stuff with it, but yeah, coal is hassle. Speaking of which, I need to bring in more power for this, but we've got a nice line of coal coming down from up here, so I'll just put some underground belts under this tank that we've got. And,
tank? Where? Stop teasing me.
And oh yes, I haven't been researching anything either, have I? And I was going to get back on that train and get rocketry.
Rockets?
Yes, rocketry. So
Rockets.
the coal will come down from up here, past where it's being used to make plastics, and it will go and help with the power supply, which I think is running okay now, but I'm not. No, it's not. They're still slightly starved, so we need more. So we'll just put some more miners up on here to get more coal out. Like that. Get them powered. There we go. That should hopefully hold that for a little while. And now back to robots. Because
yes.
Robots. So we need to get our lubricant up to where the robot factory, the electric engine factory is. I actually think I put this on the wrong side, so I'm going to put that to the top again. And basically just it's all piped to ground as much as possible. That should be, yep, there's a lubricant supply now going into this factory. This assembly machine 2. So as I said, I'm going to start, I'll stick some electric circuits in there just to bootstrap the whole process. Because what we're going to do is start using the logistics system, and once the logistics system is running, then the robots can go and fetch the circuits that needs to go in here, and then we won't need to bring them down on belts or do it manually or anything. So what happens is, apparently you are removing all of the copper ore belts that you just put down.
Yep, so I forgot to smelt the copper.
Oh yes, that is an important part of the procedure, so...
Yep.
Yep, alright. So anyway, rocketry's finished. I'm going to keep the thing rolling towards tanks, because tanks.
Okay. Tanks.
So military 3 is available, so I'm researching it. So what happens here is this blue chest is the logistics chest, and you click on it and there's a logistics tab in the middle. So you click on one of the tiles in there and choose the filter for what you want to be brought. And we want electronic circuits, and we want it to be topping up the chest, and I've chosen 20. So we top up the chest to have 20 electronic circuits in it as much as possible, and that means that as long as we're making electronic circuits and supplying them to the logistics network, they should always be brought here for making more assembly machines, for making more electric engines rather. And the other thing you do, and the way you put them in the logistics network, is with a provider chest. So we have requester chests which ask to be supplied by the logistics network, and provider chests which provide stuff to the logistics network. And I'm going to put a provider chest here, and it will have electric engine units in it. It will once I've powered up this inserter. And the next thing that we want to do with this, partly at least, is get another assembly machine, for which I require all of the things, because I've put all my electronic circuits in there. Just grab everything. And I want to make more of those. Just grab. I'll make 3, why not? We're going to need a robot frame for this.
Yay, robots.
I've just run past the factory, haven't I? Yep. So, where's my assemblers there?
Excellent. My AP production factory is on its way.
Excellent. Right, so this one's going to make robot frames.
I think.
Flying robot frames at that.
Flying robot frames?
Yes, and the flying robot frames can then be made into 2 different types of robot that we can have. The logistics one and the construction one. So this assembly machine will be making flying robot frames. We will supply it with electric engines from the electric engine chest that's right next to it. And we're going to want to put another requester chest down to bring in the rest of the supplies that it needs. Like that. And what it needs is steel and batteries and electronic circuits. So we'll go steel, batteries. I'm not remembering which proportions they're in, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just saying 20 of each. And like that. And then again, once we've got this stuff kick-started, which currently it is not, that will automatically work. So I'm going to supply this with some steel and some batteries and some electronic circuits so it can get going. I'm not sure whether to automate the robots or not. Maybe not, because I kind of, in other games I've been just sort of making them as I felt that I needed them, and therefore not dedicating a factory to that, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. But the other thing, there are always things we need to make. We need to make a roboport. We're going to need to make several roboports as a matter of fact, but one to start with. Military 3 is finished. Guess what's next?
Tanks?
Tanks.
Woohoo!
Yep, so we're researching tanks. So that's exciting as well. You get to build a tank. You're going to need some regular old engines for that. Luckily we have a big box of them.
Yeah, it's good.
What was I saying? Oh yes, roboport. I'm going to make a roboport. Because the roboport is where all the robots live. And I will demonstrate once it's ready to place exactly what it does, or rather, it has some things that you need to look at. Anyway, I'll just do it. So here we are, the Roboport. I'm zooming out so you can see the Roboport has two squares around it. There's a small orange square and a larger green square. And the orange square is the range of the logistics system from this Roboport. And the green square is the range of the construction network. So construction robots can range further than logistics robots do in order to construct things, oddly enough.
Yep.
Guess what you can make now?
A tank.
Yes, a tank.
Sweet.
So, we're going to need more than one Roboport anyway. I'm not sure if we can put down one that's going to cover everything in the logistics network that I want it to cover right away. Maybe it can actually. It'll have to go up here in the way of other things, because that's always how this works. I might just make two, because we're going to need two. We're going to need like, multiple ones actually anyway. So I'm going to place this one just here for now. And the Roboports has 4 charging stations for robots and a bunch of inventory slots for robots. So I've got 4 flying robot frames here now that we've made. So we can actually get this going almost now, because I've picked them up. And I should be able to make logistics robots, which I can. So I'm going to make 4 logistics robots. And then I put the logistics robots into the Roboport, and they don't do anything because we're not supplying the logistics network very much right now. But what you now do is go and find all of the wooden chests or whatever that I've got lying around just supplying stuff, and replace them with providers. So then those chests become part of the network. I need smart chests for that, which requires electronic circuits. And I'm going to want to build another Roboport too. I'm just going to grab a load of stuff. Roboport is going to need many more gear wheels and a bunch more advanced circuits. So. And we're short on iron because that's just a thing that is always the case. I'll get back to that shortly. Right, so a second Roboport should be enough to cover all of the other places where I'm trying to supply things. So I can put down chests for electronic circuits and for advanced circuits and stuff like that, and batteries and stuff like that, and then we'll be able to really sort of kick this off, as it were, and spend much less time running around placing belts, which will be good. So I'm not currently capturing. Oh yes, I'm not currently capturing advanced circuits because they're basically.
You want to do something else to build though in the meantime?
Oh yes, we need to research something else, don't we?
Yeah.
Thank you. What do we want? Alien technology? Yeah, we want to get that because
what's that allowed to do?
It allows the alien science pack. So we're going to need that. Also, it gives better armor. I think we can make better armor now, but it gives even better armor than that.
Even betterer.
Betterer. Even bester. Right. I'm actually really lax on. Oh, there's batteries coming out there. So, still need more smart chests, which need steel. Steel plate. So that's plastic. Where's the steel? The steel is over here. I may as well replace this first, so I can make a lot of provider chests now, so that's good. So I'll replace this wooden chest with a provider chest. Now, the logistics network has steel in it, and the robots, which are currently quite slow, are now trundling over to pick up some steel and take it to where it needs to go.
Excellent.
But yes, but we're going to start researching logistics robot speed and carrying capacity, because they're really slow right now and can only carry one thing at a time. But it's working is the point. And I'm going to put one on.
As is my armor piercing factory.
Excellent. So I'm going to make some more passive providers, and then we'll get them onto electronic circuits, which I need to split off from somewhere, and advanced circuits, which I also need to split off. I was going to finish an advanced circuit factory up here anyway, because this is basically half the number of advanced circuit factories that I wanted to make.
Tank.
Are you building a tank?
I'm just looking at to see what I need for said tank.
Well, you're going to need a bunch of engines. I'm fairly sure of that.
Yeah. trying to find where the tank is. Ballistic robot tank. Engine unit, advanced circuit, iron gear wheel.
Yep.
Ah, that's all stuff we got.
It's all stuff we've got, yeah, it's not a problem.
Ooh, I see a robot.
Yep.
See lots of robots.
See, there'll be 4 of them trundling around at the moment, so...
Yeah. They're making ping noises.
They do that.
Yeah.
They are somewhat pingy, technical term.
Yeah. Alright. Just gonna work it. Remember where we left the engines?
Yes. They're in the middle somewhere.
In a box.
I'm going to place this other roboport as well.
There's a bat sign.
It's to the south of here.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing about the logistics network is, if you touch 2 of the orange squares together, you get a yellow dashed line, which you can't currently see because I'm just doing it on my screen.
Yeah.
And what that means is that that's become a single logistics network, and the robots can roam around within it. And if I wanted to do it with where they are right now, it'd be stupidly in the way of loads of things, so I may want to move them around a bit. And have it off to the side and do another one. I don't know. Actually, I could just place it neatly in here. Well, I say neatly. I could place it in here. It's like, well, it's how neat it is perhaps open to debate, but it could be placed here.
Ooh. It's a little flashy symbol.
Oh,
Missing
that's
construction robots.
something's damaged, and so that's what it's saying is there isn't a construction robot available to come and repair this damaged thing because it's inside the construction robot network now.
Some psychopath must have been playing with grenades or something.
Yes, who could that have been?
I've got no idea.
I don't know. They must have left.
Yeah. Just as well. For the safety of all.
Yeah. So anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some construction robots as well. We've got 4 more flying robot frames here. Actually, we've got a bunch, so just everything's filling up. So I'm going to make some construction robots. Oh, I can't make them yet because we haven't got the technology for construction robots. So I'm going to make more logistics robots instead. And then we need to research the technology for construction robots. I'll put these in the roboport so they can do their job. Get back to fixing all of this stuff. Which basically just involves me putting a load of provider chests down.
Somewhere.
I need some
Somewhere. Pipes.
So I'm finishing my advanced circuit factory now, or as many as
Engine units.
we want.
Excellent.
Managing there.
Yep.
Splendid. Right, so I just need to tell these what to do. They will begin doing it. Right, so it's 8 advanced circuit factories we've got going now. I'll come back to the processing unit factories in a bit, because we're going to want those as well. And yes, but what I'm going to do up here is split these off and put them into a chest, because that's how
Wow, that was really quick to build.
this all works. Tank.
Yeah.
I need another. We're going to need another roboport for that.
I built you one as well.
Oh, thanks. That's very generous. I'm carrying quite a lot of coal apparently, so I'll just put some in. If you haven't got
Probably
much.
need some ammo or something.
Yeah, I suppose. You know, ammo. It does have 2 guns though, as you can see. You've got a cannon and a vehicle machine gun. So
Excellent. So now you build the ammo for the cannon.
it requires factories. It's in the military thing. You've got cannon shells and explosive cannon shells, and they both require explosives. Oddly
I'll
enough,
have to start making those in the war factory then.
tanks are actually, I guess, slightly less terrifying to drive just because they don't get up to quite such a high speed. But you still might want to move your car out of the way. Should we go on a tank excursion then for a little bit?
Yeah.
leave this to do things. You've managed to drive your tank into a turret.
Yep. Wrong way. Come back, car.
Reverse. Whatever.
It's actually facing that way.
Reversed.
Right, there we go.
Okay.
Right.
I've made. Oh, you've put some ammunition in my tank. Thank you.
Yeah.
Rrr.
Oh. Wow.
See, tank's running into stuff. It's no joke.
Really not good.
But we're
Have
edging
you
out of
dropped
the
all
base.
your essentials?
Of course I haven't, because I'm an idiot. I'm actually just, rather than just taking the tank back in, I'm just going to park it there.
Coal-powered tank. Yeah, I better drop some of this stuff as well, actually. I'm
This
carrying a load of
chest, this
engine
chest is actually full now. And I haven't dropped anything out of my quickbar yet.
Oh.
But I've got another
Make
chest.
your own chest.
I'm carrying another chest, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Just drop all that stuff in there, which is now full as well, because it was a wooden chest.
Oh.
For God's sake. I might swap it out. I don't care if I lose some ore particularly, so I'll just swap that out for...
Just trying to make ace.
Right.
Right. I'm just going to stash some stuff.
And the other thing to remember is that Q, or whatever you have Q mapped to, will cycle through your weapons. And so if you, because we haven't got any tank cannons, you need to cycle to your vehicle machine gun. And then you'll be good to go.
Right.
So who are we going to go and run over then? Got an alien base nearby we can...
Yeah,
Give it a
we
go
need probably a
to.
smaller one.
There's one, the one to the closest one to the northeast is relatively small.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and
find
run
my
that over.
cycle weapons key.
Yes, whatever you've mapped.
I don't think I've ever mapped it.
Whee!
Next weapon. Aha. Right.
So as long as your machine gun is lit up green, then you are ready.
Where is that actually highlighted?
Down the bottom right.
Yep. Right. Never mind, wall.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Rrrr.
Wow, let's get some speed.
They go fairly fast. They can plough through trees as well, but it does damage you a little bit,
As you've demonstrated.
as I am currently demonstrating. Yes.
Let's have a go and say hello to this alien base.
Yep.
Hey, aliens.
And of course you can machine gun them as well, so that's what we'll do.
Yeah. You can just run them over, can't you?
And you can just run them over, like I'm going to do. Squish! Squish, 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 squish. My tank's not looking so happy, but we did win.
I think we're just utterly massive.
I think that was a glorious and brutal victory. Oh, I just nearly trashed my tank by crashing it into yours.
Oh. That's it.
Alright, so that was a success.
And you picked up the stuff?
Yeah, what was left? I think you got most of it on there. I don't know. So yeah.
I've got some. I'll dump it back in the chest back
Yeah,
here.
it's fine. So that was a quick demonstration of the power of simply driving around in a tank. I was machine gunning the enemy units, but the
Yeah, I didn't fire very much. I
the
just mostly
spawners
ran
just
things
run them
over.
over.
Yeah.
And you can just basically plough through the trees without slowing
even
down too
better.
much. Which,
Yes,
yeah,
the
which
trees.
you really like. But I'm going to park this outside, I think,
Yeah?
rather than taking it back indoors and then being
Well, I'll
in
bring
danger
it
of
in,
destroying
so-
everything. They do have a big capacity for cargo as well, tanks. I don't know if you've looked at that. They're pretty hefty. Ooh. I can't even remember which stuff of these were yours and which was mine. The wooden chest was all mine,
Mine's
wasn't
most to the right. But there isn't much stuff I actually want, really.
it? Yeah, I'm just going to pick everything back. I don't need
I'll
no,
take
these,
the ammo.
those 50 engines, I'm pretty sure was
Keep
you.
ammo and hand grenades. Everything else I don't care very much about.
Right, well, this one was stone bricks, and leave the artifacts there for now, but I need those provided chests. Barry's. All of those pipes, they were all mine.
I'm going to repair a few things.
What I'm going to do is set up a repair pack factory.
For all these things I'm not going to be running into.
And then we can get construction robots on as well.
Yep.
Once that's ready, and then the construction robots can fix things after you run into them.
On the rare occasion.
And if we get factories and providers for everything, like for stone walls and turrets and stuff as well, then they can also replace things that get destroyed.
Oh, nice.
Which is very handy. So, repair packs require electronic circuits and iron gear wheels. So I need to just basically set up more takeoffs for those things.
Wow, tanks take a lot of repairing.
Yes, but then it did take quite a beating, so...
Yeah.
I assume it's my one you're doing, or are you doing yours first?
My one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, I'll bring your one in and
mine took even more of a beating.
Yeah, I'm going to tidy up and make a proper vehicle park around here.
Oh, splendid. Right, so I'm going to take the electronic circuits off up here somewhere, probably. Actually, no, I'm going to take them off down here, because then they'll be closer to the existing logistics stuff. So I'm going to take them off here, get a provider chest, put it there. Get a fast inserter.
Right, where have you dropped your tank?
It was outside the wall somewhere. And that can just grab electronic circuits, and I'll limit that to 3 stacks for now. And I want to build another robo port, for which I need advanced circuits and gear wheels. Yeah, we're kind of starved of stuff. Like, it's kind of starved of pretty much everything, actually. A shortage of plastics happening, shortage of iron, shortage of everything. But it can all be fixed. Oh, I need more for this. More gear wheels, apparently. So I'm also going to check on what we need to do to sort out our shortages. What's happening down here? Plastics is doing nothing because there's no petroleum gas again. It's a familiar problem. Why is there no petroleum gas? Because the heavy oil tank is full now. So we're going to need another storage tank to temporarily fix that problem until we start cracking heavy oil into light oil, etc. Not sure what this even was. Yep. So, pipe, and another storage tank.
Right, so all the tanks repaired. We'll make some repair tools.
So everything that stuff should be running again, which is good. Alien technology is nearly finished. I need to start putting chests down for this as well. For this here thing. I'm actually going to change that. So, and the other thing that I can do now is something that I've just done with I've put a smart inserter down for this chest that we're going to put robot frames into.
Yeah.
And what you can do with a smart inserter now that the logistic network is up is say only do the thing, only actually transfer from the thing you're transferring from if there are more or less than a certain number of specific items in the logistics network.
So you start setting up some quite complicated stuff.
Which I haven't explained very well, but basically what it means is I can tell this smart inserter to only bring stuff out of the robot frame factory if there are fewer than 10 robot frames in the logistics network. So if once it builds up to 10, it'll stop pulling them out, and then the factory will reach its capacity and stop.
Ooh.
So you don't keep on building them forever or up to a stack or however many stacks or whatever.
I just clicked on the robot place and you can see all the lines and everything lighting up.
Yep.
It's quite funky.
It's quite full. So I've got another one. Oh, did I build another one? Yes, I did. So I'm going to bring it over here, and we'll start to get a larger network built up. It doesn't really need to cover too much of this, but actually having it being as like spreading them out as much as possible, I think is good, just so that you've got them spread out, I suppose.
Yep.
Didn't really finish that sentence very well, but well.
No.
So yeah, this one here will cover, if I put it more or less where I'm putting it now, it's connected to the rest of the network, and it will cover the advanced circuit stuff where it is now, and quite possibly also processing units, which I'm going to put nearby. And so I think that's a worthwhile reason for doing that. So I'm going to power it up.
Find some stone bricks.
Also, we need to get some construction bots on, because the construction network is now covering this north wall here. At least part of it's covering the north wall. Some of it's covering the turrets that are a little further to the west. So it'll be useful to get that happening as well. I'm going to split off these advanced circuits and put them in a chest.
Glorious armor-piercing ammunition.
Set that chest to 3 stacks arbitrarily, and go. Right, so alien technology is very close to being done.
Excellent. What does that give us again?
Gives us the extra science pack, basically, which we need for researching a great many other things. So
luckily we've been murdering aliens, so we've got bits of research stuff.
Yes.
To pick from their still breathing corpses.
Indeed. We've got a shortage of... Oh, we've been doing quite a lot of red science, I suppose, not so much green science. Anyway, that's done. What do I want? I had an idea of what I wanted to do. It was very pertinent, and I've immediately forgotten what it was. Was it construction robotics? Do we have that yet? Construction robotics, there we go. That's the next thing to do. Good. Now, I need to attend to the iron plate situation, which is still bad.
Ooh, what's a slowdown and a poison capsule?
Yes, they got added when I was doing some military research. So the poison capsule is just it's like a poison grenade.
Oh right.
Wide area of effect poison thing. Quite good for clearing trees.
Clearing trees, you say?
I mean, it's quite effective at clearing alien turrets as well, but it's really good against trees. I didn't actually wire up this thing properly at all, so I need to do that too. That was right. I didn't have one transferring out. But basically, we need more smelters doing iron ore, and what that means is that I need to basically move this split iron ore line down to here. Probably get rid of that as well, because that's kind of stupid, but whatever. So that we can get more, so that there's more space, basically. Right. So I've made a bunch more space here now. And I'm going to put in a bunch more electric furnaces. That's wrong. Construction robotics is done. What's next?
We've got all this technology and we can't fill in lakes.
True.
That reminds me, do we ever put the defences in the southeast?
Oh, no, we didn't. There's no defence in the southeast right now.
I'm on it.
We should totally do that, because that would be very
I
embarrassing.
think we put a wall there.
I don't even remember if we did that, to be honest.
I'll have a look.
I've forgotten what I was going to make.
These steam engines, you have to go a long way around them.
Sorry. Terribly awkward. Oh, character logistics slots. That's what I was going to research. That was the next thing. It's not necessarily
Getting
the
quite
next
abstract in what we're researching now. I'm going to get all this way down here and see if I've actually got any turrets.
Right. So I've now put another 6 furnaces down for making iron plates, which should help a bit. We're using a lot of iron plates, so it's not going to help completely, but it'll help a bit. We're probably iron ore starved now. Come back to it. Right, so, robots. I want to make some construction robots now.
Right, okay, we're secure down there.
So yes, construction robots are now available to be built. I'm going to add more logistics robots too. Put these in here. Logistics robots immediately leave to do stuff, because they've got stuff to do. And the final thing to do, I think, this time is to get the repair pack factory built, and then construction bots can fix things, which will be very, very useful. Build it pretty much anywhere. What do repair packs need? Electronic circuits and gear wheels. I don't know.
Grenades. The way to clear
The
trees.
whole place is a mess now. I don't know anymore. Oh look. Except right here there's a space where there's electronic circuits and gear wheels right in one spot. So that seems like rather serendipitous.
Ah, by War Factory.
Excellent.
Wow. Making armor piercing rounds is going very slowly.
There's probably a shortage of literally everything.
I'm just not putting enough stuff together. I've only got one factory churning stuff out.
So this will do that, and I'll put them to there. Need to get another provider chest going. This will be making repair packs. And if I remember right, the nice thing that's going to happen once this is running is that the construction bots will come in, or rather the logistics bots will come and get the repair packs from this chest and take them to the robot port where you can store them, and then the construction bots will get them from there and do the thing. I think that's how it works.
Nice.
We'll probably find out in a minute because it's currently happening.
Right. Okay, southeast is secured.
Although that part of the base, yeah, that part of the base isn't actually in the logistics net yet, so I need another robot port.
I need a wider gate here so I can get the tank out.
Yeah, they're not delicate machines, and they need a lot of room to manoeuvre.
What, tanks?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the little carport's sort of made. I just need to add a couple of chests for sticking stuff before we go on an adventure.
Adventures.
Yeah.
And
adventures in tanks.
Right, so this is going to cover. I'm going to put this down hopefully somewhere where it'll cover quite a lot of the base that's not currently covered by construction bots as well. Actually, here might be good. I'm really using this for a lot of stuff. I'll jam it in this spot, which is increasingly how my base designs work. But what to do it? All this stuff should now be in the logistics net. It is.
I've got a load of alien artifacts up here for you, like.
Well, yeah.
If you want them.
What I'm going to do, right? Ooh, that's
in the left-hand side. The left-hand chests are yours.
Is that in here? Or just,
no.
Oh, just here. Right.
Yeah. No, that's the repair bay. That's for repairing tanks. So the ones on the left here,
well,
where I am, are yours. This is
the
my
thing
stash.
is, I like what you've done with the place. I do. But as soon as the construction bots are going, then they'll repair the tanks as long as they're inside the range and not moving. Yeah. So it's cool. I like it. It's just, unfortunately, it's maybe a little bit superfluous.
Never mind.
But, you know, that's fine.
It's mostly for show. But
mostly for
more
show.
Important to have someone to dump stuff.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is replace these with nice yellow ones. Like that. And what they are and they're storage chests, which means they are now also providing to the logistics net. And in addition to that, when you get your logistics trash slots, which will come later, when you say logistics robots, I want you to take stuff away that I don't want anymore, then they will be put in the storage chests. And that's
nice.
cool. And I'm going to put a storage chest where these artifacts are as well, because that's a good thing to have them. So now we don't need to worry about putting them anywhere in particular. When you get the trash slots, you just come back from a raid, put the artifacts in your trash slots, and the bots come and take them away. And everything just works. It's magical.
Cool. Cannon shells are not easy to make.
No. No, they are not. Right, we've got 50 repair packs. I think that's all construction bots doing stuff. Was there anything damaged up here before? Yeah.
I fixed it all.
Yeah, they did come over and do stuff, but I guess they... I don't know. We'll try experimentally damaging something again to see if they'll do it.
Okay.
But...
you know.
Just you know, because that's a thing. Or you could just damage... Yep, that has experimentally damaged several things.
Here comes a robot.
Yep, there's a construction bot trundling over to do some repairs. See? It's marvellous. Fixing.
In a very random order.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they kind of allocate them, and also the other one... No, it's actually totally random. They're just sort of shuffling back and forth.
That's exceedingly...
Whatever. They maybe due to the order they were placed, or some weird stuff, I don't even know. Anyway, but that's why construction bots are cool.
It's helpful.
It's because they repair things, and you can also actually tell them to place things if there are things in the logistics net. So if you've got like turrets available,
that one's buggered off, and 3 more have turned up.
Yes, he's either run out of repair pack or he needs to be recharged. Cool. But everything's fixed now. It's brilliant.
Excellent.
Construction bots.
And we need a new thing to research.
We need a new thing to research, and then we'll probably end it there. Actually, yes, we'll get a new thing to research. I'm going to do logistics robot cargo size, I think, just because they're so slow. And then we can look at the logistics slots, and then that'll be it. Right, so if you open your inventory now, you can see there's a logistics thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Which there was not before.
There is.
And your war factory is actually not in the logistics net, which makes that kind of difficult. But actually, you've still got your turret factory here. So if I replace this chest, if I just hang on, I'll get some more of these and get another provider chest, and I now replace your steel chest with this provider chest, thus bringing your laser turrets into the logistics net. You can put them in your logistics slot. You say, "Give me 5 laser turrets" or whatever, and then when you're in the base, the bots will come and bring you laser turrets.
So how do you do that then? You just click on it.
Yes, it's a filter. It's a filter selection, so you click on it and tell it how many you need.
Okay, I shall say give me 5.
It may take them a while. We don't have very many logistics bots, and they are quite slow.
Yeah.
Oh, here they come, look. Here come the logistics, because I've told it to bring me 5 as well, so we've got an entire small, very slow fleet of logistics bots. And I've got 5 laser turrets now. Way! Now you should have a couple.
And I have got 3.
Yep, and here comes 2 more. So
excellent.
So from now on, as long as you're making laser turrets, as long as there's enough available, then you'll be refilled to 5. So that's cool.
Quite handy.
That's a cool thing.
That is very cool.
So we'll do a quick recap on what we achieved today. First of all, we built some tanks. Then
very good. Then we ran over
some aliens in them, which was also good.
Yep.
And then you built this lovely motor pool that we have here, which is awesome. And
we've got armor-piercing ammo.
We've got armor-piercing ammo.
Flying robots.
We have our logistics robots set up. We've got some more iron plates being made. I'm not sure if we've got enough, but we'll...
Never know.
It certainly seems to be better
robots.
Than it was. Everything's filling up again. So it's backing up again. We've got a shortage of iron ore now, but I knew that was going to happen, so we'll have to deal with that later as well.
We do have a lot of iron ore.
It's kind of backing up on the belts, but there's not enough throughput on the belts to reach the top ones here. You can see they're not working.
Yeah.
Because there's no iron ore reaching them.
No,
so what we'll need to do is try and jam even more, because we could fit more into here. You can see there's gaps.
Yeah.
It's just the ones on this side here, because this side is full,
And down at the bottom as well.
aren't outputting.
You can fit a couple more around here.
So
or just around the back of these belts.
So we can theoretically cram more iron ore onto these belts. It is possible. We can do it.
You have the technology.
So that's one of the things we'll be looking at later. And then obviously there's more horrible chemical stuff to do.
Excellent.
So much more.
Oh, need some shells for the tanks as well.
Tank shells.
Yeah.
Just all the things really. But luckily our power plant has got enough coal now. How are we doing for power? Not enough. Of course.
Never enough.
Well, we'll have to deal with that later. So, for now, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Toodle bye.
Bye.